Knoxville man, owner of an exotic sports car, wants to know when it will be returned in working order.
It's been quite a while. He dropped off his Porsche 15 months ago, expecting to have it back and on the road in about 3 months.
WAT6 on your side consumer investigator Don Dare has told you about the mechanic before.
Well, Bo, we reported extensively about the owner of Eurohaus Motorsports more than 6 years ago. Robert Berry was indicted by a Knox County grand jury in November 2015, charged with theft and tax evasion for not paying state sales taxes. He pleaded guilty, was placed on 4 years probation, and was ordered to pay nearly $24,000 to the Department of Revenue. Earlier in 2015, he appeared in court for failing to repair cars. And just recently, we talked with a new customer of Robert Berry.
This is my 2016 Porsche GT4.
David showed us his dream car, which he bought several years ago. However, it's been in a garage for repairs since October of 2020.
It's been with Mr. Robert Berry at Eurohaus.
You run into issues with parts, trying to get parts.
We met Eurohaus shop owner Robert Berry in July 2015. The white car behind him, this old Mercedes, had been in his Knoxville shop since late 2013. The owner of the vintage car, Ryan McElveen, wanted his car back, but Robert Berry had the motor out of the car. It was far from being street-worthy. So Ryan McElveen took Berry to court and won the case. 2 weeks later, Ryan got his car back, the engine repaired at a second shop. In November of 2015, Michael Ritter explained a similar story. His 1988 Porsche 944 had been in Berry's garage for 3 years. A judge ordered Berry to fix it. He never did.
You need to turn your camera off, buddy, and get on out of here.
Back then, Berry didn't want to talk about Mr. Ritter's car. Today, David, who asked that we not use his last name, is facing a dilemma as the other men. His GT4 Porsche was dropped off 15 months ago when Berry's Eurohaus shop was in Lenoir City.
And he immediately said it lost compression and I needed a new engine. And he disassembled it really quick. He took it apart, cleaned it, did this almost immediately. So I was actually hopeful at this point.
What sort of timetable does he give you about getting the car repaired?
He said it would be done within 90 days.
You paid him promptly.
Yeah. Paid him 10 grand to start.
This invoice shows another $3,000 paid to Berry. After 90 days, however, David's car wasn't ready, and he said Berry stopped returning his calls. Beginning in January of 2021, David sent Berry text messages.
When are you going to complete the job?
It's just a number of excuses, one after the other, that started in January, February, March, April. It's just, it continued on and on of the reason why it wasn't being completed. But then I went in and saw it in June or July, and my engine was in 100 pieces.
David asked the sheriff's department to have a deputy stop by the shop and talk with Robert Berry.
At that point, he was denying to give me my car back. Even at this point, I just wanted my car back.
Once the sheriff's department talked to him, he started repairing it?
He fixed it really quick after they went by, yeah.
So you got the car back. What happened?
Broke down the next day.
Oh.
It broke down on the side of Pillissippi the next day. So.
And then you returned it to him?
Returned it to him to fix.
But it still wasn't ready for the road.
I got it back. It overheated immediately, so I went right back to him again because it was overheating. Then he informed me he was going to have to pull the engine out of the car again.
His car is now in Maryville at a new location for Eurohaus. In the lot, there were nearly 24 other cars. In the garage, another dozen, apparently waiting to be repaired. But no one was at the shop when we visited on Friday afternoon at 3, business hours. So we called Robert Berry and asked about David's Porsche.
You know, he said, I've had that since 2020. No, I haven't. He got it back and drove it. And it was making a noise, and I told him I'd fix it. So don't start on me.
It looks like it's sitting out in the element again.
This Eurohaus Facebook page is as close as David has come to seeing his car. Berry claims he's right and he's done nothing wrong. Before he hung up, he didn't say if the car is okay to drive.
I want my car back, in any shape, yeah.
Now, will Robert Berry repair the car, making it roadworthy, or will David have to turn to the legal system as other customers of Berry have done? Again, Robert Berry claims David's car is fixed. We asked him for an on-camera interview. He declined. We'll keep you up to date. Bo?
All right, Don, thank you. And as always, if you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wat.com or call a 6 on Your Side hotline number at 865-633-5974.